Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Well, 3 out of the 4 people in the room were were actually supportive to impressed with what I did, or rather just accepting of it, and then the only one that was actually judging us is fucking Natsuki, but I guess her amount of judging, you know, covers up for the other 3 people in the room. It's a lot. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Yeah, because I don't actually even know what my poem is, I just wrote a bunch of words. I suppose it was my intent, after all. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Yeah, if I went into a literature club, too, I'd probably look like the idiot in the room, too. Right now, yeah. I'd have a lot to talk about, a whole lot to talk about, but I'd probably look like the Philistine. Pretty easily. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. I'm sensing polar opposites here. Whereas Natsuki would be frustrated by Yuri's lack of ability or lack of want to be totally forward with her message and not necessarily be confused, but just sort of be just, you know, not getting it. Not to say that she's stupid, but it's not the way that she wants. And then Yuri would kind of be unimpressed by Natsuki's simple sort of just tell you at the end, basically. Even though I will give Natsuki this, the ending line out, how it's set up, is in fact showing a sense of comedic timing in that regard. So, yeah, I'd probably tend towards more Yuri, but there's no inherently wrong here, but I can see how why these people wouldn't like each other, especially when Natsuki has such a fucking fireball of a temper. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. She can't get it. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. She thinks it's too simple. See? I'm on this fucking shit. I may not be the best writer in the world, but I can pick up on some things. I don't pretend to be amazingly perceptive either. I can see things. I see things. That's my power. I see stuff. I've got wild, staring eyes, and I got a strong urge to fly. Natsuki, what's with this language? She was being very flowing about it. Actually, it's actually kind of nice with the way Yuri did that, but okay, fine. Yeah, Natsuki isn't gonna get it. Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Did she actually say it, or was it whispered? Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Also additionally, the one reason why she might hate it herself is because if it's not necessarily just because she doesn't like things that are difficult to read, but she may also look at Yuri and think she's better than me. So she may feel that may backfield towards her own fragile self-confidence about writing in a simple manner as well. So this is, yeah, a bit of a fireball of a relationship here. This is it's ice is gonna put out fire, or fire is gonna melt ice. Thanks. Also, she's not very forward with the simple comment, like with any lavish details, but then again, I wouldn't be able to do that either. I'd like to think so, but again, I suppose Natsuki has some weight here, because in a lot of cases, I suppose a person like me or Yuri would get so wrapped up in this hidden meaning or whatnot, and this sort of thing that they're trying to express very subtly, but then kind of lose all reality and have someone have to actually explain it to you in basic text anyway. So, again, either or here. This is a very smart argument, just between these two contrasting characters. Yours is cute. She thinks it's dumb, or rather incredibly simple. She wouldn't write it. But then again, I admire a sort of simplistic charm about being able to do that sort of thing. That makes me laugh and reminds me of a few people that I actually like. It takes effort to be funny, especially with as few words as possible. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Well, you did kind of go through the animals things, and that was actually pretty cute. But yes, the whole depressing line at the end. Yeah, that was pretty good. But I can see why Yuri would think it's a little bit too obvious. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yeah, okay, that's a way of going about it. How can that be cute? Because you smothered it in cute fucking animals, Natsuki, you moron. And also the, whatchamacallit, it's not the xylophone, but the music that was playing over the background also heightened the it's cute thing. So that's a good use of music by this game, too. But yeah, Natsuki, you sewed your own fucking, you made your own bed there by lining it with cute animals. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. You used very simplistic language, and basically the vast majority of that text was being cute and, you know, reciting about animals doing things. The end of it gets it. The end of it gets an emotion out of it, or rather a sort of an intelligent emotion about it, and the way that she set it up is good. In the way of what she was trying to get across, and the way she intended by saying she set up the last line like that. But, yeah, it's still like 90% of that poem is just being cute animals and stuff. At least it feels like. I was trying to say something nice. But, of course, it outright states the deeper meaning. It isn't enriching to a person like Yuri. I'm going back and forth with this really obvious thing. But, yeah, this is a nice analyzation here. Or rather, a nice analyzation. I'm nice at analyzing things, guys. Haha. What I meant is a nice argument in between these types of characters that I just established. So good on this. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? And Natsuki just finds things to get angry about. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Wow. It's like, yeah, just preemptively angry at maximum before anybody else can dial it up to the same level. Thanks, Natsuki. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I don't think this is gonna go well. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. That's an incredibly biased statement to toll around, Natsuki. Really. In a lot of cases, you should be learning from your failures. Hug boxes are very dangerous, though honestly, you do need them to get through some certain things. Which people did, by the way, reluctantly raise his hand. Sayori liked it, and Fantomid did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Oh, fucking boy, Natsuki, you probably should just shut up now, because it's kind of like she did that to me, and now she's doing it to everyone else. Because I said a nice thing and I was trying to be actually, like, rational, but you see where this is going? Natsuki, calm the fuck down. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. That's fucking cold, Yuri. That's really fucking cold. You know what? She kind of deserved that. Which I haven't yet. Whew. Savage! Yep, yeah, that's why you don't go into things like that, Natsuki. This is why self-awareness is important. This is why I worry so much. I worry that I'm not being self-aware enough, and then I kind of fuck up things anyway. But I don't like to go in thinking that I know everything. But then again, some people kind of tag me with that sometimes, so maybe they're right about that. I do want to feel smart about things, but sometimes I'm an idiot. So, in this case, if I did this, I'd probably back up and apologize after a bit. But Natsuki, well, I understand her. I really do. And Fontaman liked my poem too, you know. Ooh boy. I'm caught between a conflict here. And he even told me he was impressed by it. Oh boy. Well, Yuri, well, in a lot of cases, Natsuki doesn't seem to have a very shut-in worthy problem. So, yeah, I kind of tend towards Yuri here, and I'm actually kind of impressed she's using, well, she's using her defenses this well to hit back at Natsuki for this. So good on you, Yuri. Good on you for that. But really, I like both of these girls. I probably tend toward, but you know, just innately walking into this, I'd probably be more on the side of Yuri just unconsciously. But I like both of these girls. Stop fighting. You're both good at what you do. Can't we all just be friends? Says the only man in the room. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I think there's gonna be a fight here. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. And the music stopped. And she's looking like she knows something. And this is gonna turn out very bad. I'm gonna say it now. Natsuki, shut the fuck up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Okay, that was a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. But you know what? All right, fine. But she's gonna tease her now. And at this point, if I was really, really determined about it, maybe I'd be daring again and say, yeah, I kinda like her, what of it? But that's putting me, a very, very, very touchy, worrying person, into a situation where I have to be the exact opposite of that and be direct. But you know what? I can be surprisingly direct and destroy expectations like that as well. The only problem is, I think it's been a little bit too much, a little too short a time here for me to rationally do this. But, yeah. So let's see where this goes. That's not what teasing. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fontaman appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh boy. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Actually, see, here's the thing. Because I sit in Yuri's land all day, I actually did appreciate Natsuki's advice. Well, at least the meaning. Her delivery is... it needs some work. But it's nice to have Yuri sorta... you know... actually show me that the way that I'm going naturally and I don't have to try so damn hard to break out of my bubble like that. But in other cases, I wanna appeal to both sides of the aisle here. So this is kind of why I'm torn here, because I wanna be comfortable in my bubble, but I also wanna grow as a person and learn more things. So, yeah, I can't really side with anyone here, aside from Natsuki being a bitch for starting this in the first place. That's about it. That's the facts here. Are you that full of yourself? Natsuki, you're the one who's really full of herself right now, and you're flaring up like a Roman candle here because you want to seem like you're the one in the right, even though out of the 4 people in this room, well, actually the 5 people in this room, you're the only one who actually feels the need to do that out loud. I need to do that sometimes myself, but again, in a subtle way. I need to reinforce. I need to see reassurance that I'm doing the right thing. A lot of the times, it can be difficult to find that sometimes. But yeah. I know if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Ooh, Yuri's got fucking teeth. Oh, boy. I don't want to piss off that woman, because she's smart and she knows how to use her brain. Oh, Lord. That would be bad. Yuri would destroy me. It would destroy me intellectually, which is probably the worst kind of destruction I could probably face. because I can't argue with it. That's bad. I don't like that, but I like her. Yeah, this is a really touchy situation. Jesus fucking Christ, it's like watching the Servant Vosh war go back and forth. No! Production! No! Quality! Production! Quality! Production! Quality! Production! Quality! Production! Quality! Back, back, and fucking forth until the whole world explodes by the end of it. Sayori, yeah, could we get something in here? Is everyone okay? I don't think so. You wanna help me out here? I don't think I can handle Natsuki very well. You probably could, so, you just take, I'll swing around here, bank left, take Yuri, you take Natsuki, and then we'll try to see if we can head off this whole operation, eh? Solo Wing Sayori? Think you can do that for me? Just call me Showman. Well, you know what? Oh boy. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Fontaine started showing up. Oh. Oh. Natsu- oh. Pads. Oh, that's, okay, this is getting a lot sillier than I thought. I thought this was gonna be like hard-hitting emotional stuff right now. This is the part where the game starts to tune it up. But this is just a silly argument between bickering women in a lot of cases. Oh boy. Alright, so we're not at the bad part yet, but then again, it's a completely wholesome visual novel, so why did I expect anything worse? Natsuki, that's a little over the line. Yeah. Natsuki, this is the part where you're going a little, yeah, this is the part where you might go into something bad. This doesn't involve you! Yeah, it does, because you're all in the club, and she's the club leader, and it's in this room, so you're disrupting club activities by being a very loud, abrasive bitch. I understand why she's angry. I'm angry too. However, I usually don't go screaming at people for it. It's not like I don't yell at all, though. Oh boy, this is a minefield. I don't like fighting, guys! Again, sorry, bank around, multi-target missiles. Chaff, evade, evade, evade. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Am I the tiebreaker? Fontaine. Yuri, it's nice that you were using pads. Really, it is. That's not a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing at all. Like, yeah, sure, it's dishonest, but you went the extra mile to actually impress me like that, so you know what? I'm not mad. She's just trying to make me look bad. I can see that. That's not true. She started it. No, you fucking started it, you dumbass! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, more effective. That's the key word here. It's not more effective. It can be just as effective, though. Am I gonna have to piss one of these girls off by doing this? I'm gonna have to choose between them, aren't I? Holy fucking shit, the job of a man. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You see, I'm not gonna be agreeing with Natsuki, even though there are things that I agree with Natsuki about. She took, I don't know, a mode of self-confidence and pulled it into, well, if everyone agreed with me in the world, then everything would be perfectly fucking okay. That's a little much. Yuri might be a little bit stuck in her own mess up there, but, at least she's being isolated about it. And now I can kind of see why she's more isolated about it, because this, you know, this fireball walking up and down the classroom. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? It's not for no reason. It's trying to impress upon a deeper meaning that can be explained without actually going into the depths of using all of the fucking words to fill up the page. Because if Yuri tried to express the same meanings that Natsuki was trying to express, it would be like 6 pages long. So, it becomes a bit laborious, so you have to kind of balance some things and leave some kinds of things in the dark. That's a skill I don't necessarily know how to do, but I understand it. But that's the thing. The way Yuri wants to write doesn't work the way Natsuki wants to write, and the way Natsuki wants to write doesn't work with the way Yuri's writing. So, yeah, this is fire and ice. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. This is probably, yeah, again, a really oversimplification, just trying to go for simple. Keep it simple, stupid is a good thing in some cases, but simplicity over any sort of complexity at all garners no advancement. So, yeah, Natsuki is Vash, and Yuri is servant. Direct, simple quality, direct, simple quantity, and then refined and sort of, I would say, what's refined and, what's the term I'm looking for here? It's, refined, I suppose advancement is a sort of a very small thing. All right, a very blunt way of putting with it, or rather, like, what's the term here? You know, like, advancement in science, basically. I can't find the word in my head right now. But it's sort of, I just had it in my head, and every time I try to grab on it, it walks away. Son of a bitch. And I just said it, too, I think. Jesus fucking Christ. It's really early in the morning right now. But fine. Advancement. Increase in sophistication. Whether... But then again, that would piss Natsuki off because she would immediately say... My writing isn't sophisticated, because she does have a comedic timing there. And it is a very intricate thing, like watchmaking. But it's very obvious and upfront with that. It's like a watch with no cover. Which can look cool in a way, but it's not gonna be everybody's flavor of the day. So... Yeah, again, there's no right or wrong answer for the argument that is trying to be placed in front of us. The only problem is Natsuki is inherently wrong because she's trying to assert that her way is the right way. Yuri is defending herself from that by fighting fire with its own bullshit, really. By, you know, just sort of laying the facts down on Natsuki in a way that she can't argue with, which is obviously frustrating her further, which is obviously gonna lead this to, basically, Natsuki probably storming out of the goddamn room. So yeah, moral of the story here. Don't shove your ideas down people's throats. Help me explain that to her, Fontaman. Help me explain that to her, Fontaman. Is there a way to explain this without immediately siding with her? But wait, I don't want it. She doesn't want me to gang up on her, so I'm not going to. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. This is entirely true, so we can use less words to express a meaning. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. This is true in a certain sense, I suppose. With Yuri, she has a lot of complex emotions that she's struggling to get out, so in some cases, yeah, it would be, you could very easily fall into the trap of being so nebulous that nobody's able to fucking understand you, like Natsuki over here. However, unfortunately, if you go Natsuki's route, all you get is a cheap laugh. So, no. That's not how this works either. So there's really no right or wrong answer here. Actually, there's no right or wrong answer, but both of these fuckers can be wrong. Oh boy. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Fondaman? Yeah. That's why in the same sort of logic, I see that Natsuki's simplistic sort of arrangement is actually quite novel for what it is. However, again, Natsuki started this fucking argument, and Yuri was just kind of shit at expressing herself in a way. So maybe she touched off something, but she said she was sorry, but Natsuki just kept going. So, yeah, Natsuki's in the wrong here. But I'd like a way to say that, but I don't think I'm gonna get that detailed of a response. Oh, God. Well? Oh, boy. Fontaman, ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? You went into a room filled with really, 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 really emotionally charged women that are all kind of hiding it in some cases. Natsuki isn't hiding it, though. She just kind of... She has an infinite well of it. That's her thing. It just kind of comes out because it has to come out. It's not like I know anything about writing. I know some things. I like to think I've sounded half intelligent about what's going on here. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yeah, right! Oh, God. Am I really gonna have a black and white choice here? Because I really don't want a black and white choice, because it's just gonna make Natsuki even more fucking angry. It's not gonna solve anything. But it might, score me points with Yuri here. But that's kind of points that I don't want like that, because it's not what I'd say. Help me, Sayori. I know who's right and wrong here. But that's the thing. Do I go full in on one of them? Do I go full in on Yuri at the expense of pissing off Natsuki even more? Or do I call in soloing Sayori and help to God she can do it? I suppose there'll be other chances to get closer to Yuri. Right? Right? I'm just trying to be a good friend. Right? I'm mashing the D-pad right now. Support, support, please send help. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me. Natsuki glares at me, drying up my words, drying up any words I had in my mouth. Yeah, that's, and also I would be way too awkward to actually go for this at this point as well. So I wouldn't be able to face, Natsuki is a fireball. I'm very weak to people who are this upfront about their emotions, because, again, I can see why she's right in some cases. The only problem is she's asserting her opinion too strong, and trying to tell her that is just gonna piss her off more. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri, she's too shy to really do anything. So you know what? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. That might be a defense mechanism, but yeah, she really doesn't want us to hate her. ... Sayori! Help! Help! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting and making Sayori uncomfortable. Wow, wow, okay. That's like, hey, look at all the flares that Sayori is shooting right now. Pay attention to her. Have all the missiles go in that direction. I'm a genius. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? This is way more intelligent than I would be able to pull out of my ass, but you know what? I didn't really want to say. I didn't think I'd really be that upfront with someone like... This is the only way. Fontaman. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. You're screaming in the room. You see, Natsuki, continue being indifferent and about expressing your emotions everywhere. Oh, boy. I agree. It's unfair to others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Oh boy. She would never. Oh, god damn it. Sayori, go for the map boundary. Get out. Leave. Fuck it. Go. It's unsalvageable. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first, and now they're fucking fighting about... Yeah, okay, so that's working, but now they're all they're all chasing Sayori now. Fuck! I didn't want to do that either. God damn it! Excuse me? Oh, Jesus. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody... Okay. Good. 'Cause if I couldn't stop her from saying that, oh fucking boy. Thank you, Sayori. Solo wing Sayori. Best wingman, all years. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just kind of like linked it up into an argument about friendship in general. Oh, Jesus Christ. I pulled an anime out of my... I am showman, guys. This is my masterwork as I fly off into the distance. Or azure skies on the white plains where freedom and justice prevail. Very softly flying off into the distance. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. She's even crying. You're not gonna argue with that goddamn face. That's not Nosferatu, but still, it'll work out. My friends are wonderful people. Yeah, they are. They're actually very smart, and they should probably learn to get along a little bit better, even if this is all kind of Natsuki's fault. But you know what? This is not gonna... siding with Yuri isn't really going to help anything. It's just gonna make the situation worse. Well, it might get me in bed with Yuri faster, but that's not really what I wanted to do, at least not in this regard. Jesus Christ, I like her, but it's gonna be like, I'm gonna like her, like her and then destroy her, just shatter this right now, or make it, intensify it by joining in on the conflict. No thanks! And I love them because of their differences. Base Sayori. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Yeah! Yeah, why are we fighting, guys? You know what we should do? We should start a quest thread now. That'd be good, right? Right. Because you can't shut your goddamn mouth, Natsuki. Yeah. You know what? I understand why she's angry. I understand what it's like being the underdog in a lot of cases and having to stare up at literally everyone and not feeling like you can make a dent in that. I understand that. But this is really not the way of going about this. Really isn't. Well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's cute. Cute things are cute. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Okay, so she's not wearing pads. Big and beautiful. Thank you, Sayori. Oh, well, also flat. Oh, boy. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Yeah, Monica doesn't really know what's going on here, but Soul Wing Sayori, she's handling it. She's got it. I was scared there for a moment because I thought I dumped a little bit too much on her, but you know what? She can handle it. Good girl. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Yep. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Yeah, simmer down, Rage Engine. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. Well, Monica can actually admit her flaws, too. Okay, so she's not a manipulative bitch back there. Okay, alright. So, situation diffused thanks to me knowing that there is no right answer to really side with anyone, and it would just make everything fucking worse in this regard. And then Sayori pulling through for me. That's why she's my wingman. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Yeah, I'd had trouble too. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Though I say I wouldn't interject, but also probably, in a lot of cases, I probably would have run my mouth a little bit freely in terms of that. Wouldn't be like interjecting when things came to impasses and people talk to me, but I would be voicing my support actively as it came. However, in some cases, that's not very smart. I probably would have, and again, I probably would have said that I probably would have pissed off Natsuki just, like, completely unintentionally like that. I'm not very good in the moment, but it's a visual novel, so I have time to think. Ahaha! Nah, yeah. You're an alright girl, Club Press. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Could have said something, but it really wasn't going to make any situation. It's not going to make the situation better. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Yes, soloing Sayori is good. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. That this is not the time for a skirt flip, Prez. Please stop that. Take good care of her, okay? I will, but I haven't decided on a route, though. I kind of just put her on the spot there, and that might have made things worse for Sayori. But, well, let's see where we go with this, honestly. I'm just kind of here on a ride. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. I would too. So I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna be a good friend about that. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Even if I don't want to get in bed with her, because apparently in-game Fontaine doesn't want to fall for the Osananada Jimmy. But, yeah. Yeah, that's not what you want to do. At all. Not what I would want to happen anyway. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Girls saying nice things about me. And they're attractive. Yep, that would make me go... That would make me feel, feel happy in a way that I would actually need to... need to stop in control and probably wouldn't be able to say anything. Blush, fidget. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Did I unintentionally get on the Monica route with that? Okay. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was nice. It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Fontaine, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. I suppose that was actually... Yeah, it's probably the best end, because at least in that case, while I didn't outright say things, I alerted Natsuki to the fact that her anger is affecting people around her, adversely, and that's a thing she should probably worry about before flying off the fucking handle. It's probably more important than being right or wrong in an argument. Because that's her problem. She can't focus her anger. It just flares out everywhere. So, maybe that's yeah, that probably is the best way out of that situation, maybe. Again, doesn't score me points with each individual girl, but I think probably, I think Yuri's the kind of girl that even if I did that, she'd probably just kind of like, if we were further along in this relationship, we only knew each other for two fucking days. But, she's kind of the person that if I did that for her, she'd just, like, we walk out of the room and she'd just kind of pull me into a corner and kiss me like that. Just conceited like that, but she'd like it. But again, I want points with her, not like that, though. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. I have to write another fucking poem? Ah! And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. This is gonna be me writing poems for the rest of my days, aren't I? That's what I'm gonna be. I'm sitting in Doki Doki Literature Club writing poems, trying to balance the opinions of women. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And onto myself with newfound determination. Fontaine! Yes, Sayori. Ready to walk home? Yep. Ready to walk home. Sure, let's go. Back to base. Fly off into the sunset. Top Gun theme plays lowly in the background. Yeah, there you go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori! About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? Sorry for putting you on the spot like that, but you were actually goddamn brilliant. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? It seems like it does. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. So it kind of just boiled over, I guess. I promise they're both wonderful people. Yeah, Natsuki seems kind of okay and clever in a way, but the only problem is she's so goddamn fucking angry all the goddamn time. She can't fucking control it either. So, yeah, that might be a bit of an issue for her, but she's probably nice. But then again, I run on determination and, well, hope, and also being really pissed off at certain people. So you know what? I understand that. Sometimes it comes out wrong, in some cases. You know, I try and pick up the pieces and move on the best that I can, because I don't really want to piss anybody off, honestly. Unless they did it first. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Fontaman, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Isn't that nice? And I think everyone likes you, too. Good. That's... It's good. However, yeah, I did kind of just... I got my points with Yuri, I suppose. And then I kind of somewhat avoided, I think in some cases, having negative points with Natsuki in that situation. Maybe, I don't know, I don't see the machine running in the background. But I think that was probably the better way of going about it, because really, if I had just sided with Natsuki, even if I didn't want to go, even if I had just sided with Natsuki, it would have just encouraged her to be a bigger bitch. So yeah, relying on soloing Sayori here is about the only thing I can do. Every day is going to be so much fun. That's... Well, I hope it gets better from here. In case of that kind of fighting. But yeah. When it's good, it'll probably be good. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but I do want to hold hands with one special girl, though. Does it really need to stop there? Yeah. Holding hands. It doesn't need to stop at just being friends. It really doesn't. But, you know, women are innocent like that. But I think, well, in a lot of cases, I think Natsuki and Yuri are both kind of on the same page in terms of liking me, but Yuri's a bit more restrained about expressing it, or rather timid about it, and then Natsuki is basically just the opposite. It really is just two opposites in the same room. Natsuki is just very loud and then kind of like unsure of what the fuck she just did because she was just being loud. It's kind of like yelling in a room and then kind of being self-conscious if you were annoying the people in the room, even if they didn't actually express it. So that's why I don't do that, I suppose, but the middle way is probably the best way out of that. But yeah, no. To come back, it doesn't need to stop there. That's not why we came here. That wasn't the mission. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Well, that's not nice, but okay, fine. Okay, yeah, let's do this.